Tonight, water levels continue to fall in the aquifer that serves Palouse. Find out what people are doing to help.
And a certain WSU dorm is holding their annual haunted house. We'll tell you where to go for a good scare.
Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Corbin White.
And I'm Sean O'Connor. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
A Moscow man was arrested last night after allegedly leading police on 3 high-speed chases. Moscow Police Captain Will Kraslet told Moscow Pullman Daily News the suspect was spotted in a Walmart parking lot before allegedly fleeing. The man was eventually arrested on suspicion of eluding a police officer, aggravated assault, receiving or transferring a stolen vehicle, and felony warrants for domestic battery and felony imprisonment. He was taken to the Latah County Jail in Moscow after going to Gritman Medical Center.
Despite decreased water use, the aquifer that provides the Palouse with water continues to fall. Executive Manager for the Palouse Basin Aquifer Committee, Corey Woodley, told the Daily Evergreen that the Grand Randy Aquifer loses 1.5 to 1.9 feet per year. This fall persists despite an overall decrease in water use in the region. According to the 2018 State of the Basin Palouse groundwater updates, the annual water use has decreased by 300 million gallons since 1992. Woodley says improved leak detection helps conserve water in the Palouse.
WSU Eggert Family Organic Farm holds the annual Fall Harvest Festival organized by students in WSU's Organic Agricultural major.
According to news.wsu.edu, WSU College of Veterinary Medicine and the College of Nursing are offering free health care services to homeless people, low-income individuals, and their pets. Healthy People and Healthy Pets is happening on Wazoo Spokane's campus today, on Friday, November 15th. They're offering immunizations, vaccines, health screenings, and simple treatments free of charge for people and pets. Coffee and dog supplies will also be provided thanks to the Multi-Care Community Partnership Fund.
According to KHQ, a police pursuit in West Central Spokane sent 3 people to the hospital. The person being chased crashed into a car coming the opposite direction, spun out, and smashed into 2 parked cars. Firefighters used the jaws of life to get people out of the cars that were badly damaged. KHQ says the driver and 2 others were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And the police told them the driver is being charged with vehicular assault and eluding law enforcement.
WSU will hold its annual visioning conference about the state of the school on Monday. President Kirk Schultz and various members of the administration will discuss strengths and weaknesses of the WSU curriculum and how they aim to better the school. The conference will also provide the opportunity for the university staff to evaluate the progress of WSU becoming a top 25 research institution. The information discussed will be implemented in the school system's strategic plan for the next 5 years.
Washington State University held their 10th annual Inquiry Symposium Monday. I went to the Elson S. Floyd Cultural Center to learn what gender and sexuality students have been up to. Over in the Elson S. Floyd Cultural Center, students take their seats for the Inquiry Symposium. The Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies program and other departments on campus worked together to provide a space for students to share their findings on gender and sexuality research.
It's really to highlight our undergraduate and graduate student work around LGBTQ needs, research, and/or queer theory and feminist theory.
Students talked about the importance of Tumblr to the queer community, how disabled people are desexualized in the media, and mental health among LGBTQ individuals.
Additionally, we get to bring in a really great speaker, at least we have the past couple of years.
Leah Lakshmi Piepzna Samarasina was this year's speaker. Piepzna Samarasina is a poet, writer, and social activist. Piepzna Samarasina talked about destigmatizing disabled people and empowering LGBTQ individuals.
The Inquiry Symposium has been held annually for the last 10 years.
All students are welcome to attend the symposiums, and students from all majors can submit work.
It's not just folks who are in comparative ethnic studies or women's gender and sexuality studies who are doing LGBT work.
Corbin White, Murrow News 8.
Coming up next, Celeste Harms will give you the inside scoop on all the big sports headlines.
All that when Murrow News 8 returns.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments, some that may never repeat,
Come on.
or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this pattern, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Welcome back to Murrow News 8. I'm Celeste Harms. The WSU volleyball team took on Colorado in Boulder last night and swept the Buffs. Colorado is the only team in the Pac-12 without a conference win, and the game extended their losing streak to 9 matches. However, the most notable thing about the game isn't the victory, but the accomplishment of senior libero Alexis DeRiggi. In the third set, DeRiggi performed a dig that put her as the WSU all-time leader in career digs. She now has 1,955 career digs and counting. Number 19 WSU soccer lost to number 4 University of Southern California in a top 25 showdown in LA last night. The Trojans scored their first goal only 4 minutes into the game and continued to score 2 more goals, beating the Cougs 3-0. WSU last beat USC in 2013. The Cougs are staying in California to take on UCLA soccer on Sunday. And Cougar football will face off against the Oregon Ducks at Autzen Stadium tomorrow. WSU football has beat Oregon for the past 4 years and is looking to continue that streak. WSU is coming off a 41-10 win against the Colorado Buffs last weekend, and Oregon is coming off of a 35-31 win against the University of Washington Huskies. WSU only has won 1 conference game, and the Ducks are undefeated in conference play. The game starts at 7:30 tomorrow night. WSU rowing will compete in 2 events this weekend. Tomorrow, the top 16 athletes will compete in California at the head of the American at Lake Natoma. Then on Sunday, other members of the rowing team will compete in Oregon in the Portland Fall Classic at Vancouver Lake. WSU's team is looking to continue their momentum. In their last meet, the head of Spokane, their varsity B team placed first and their varsity A team placed second. The Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals play tonight in World Series Game 3. The Astros are going into the game trailing 2-0 in the series. The Nationals have a comfortable 2-0 series lead. The odds are in the Nationals' favor. According to CBS Sports, teams that have taken a 2-0 lead in the best-of-7 postseason series have gone on to win the series 84.3% of the time. The game starts at 5:07 tonight. The Seattle Seahawks are set to play the Atlanta Falcons this Sunday. The Seahawks have a 5-2 record, which looks strong against the Falcons' 1-6 record. The game also has the potential to break some records. According to Seahawks.com, linebacker Bobby Wagner is sitting on 983 career tackles, which means he only needs 2 more tackles to pass Eugene Robinson for the most tackles in franchise history. The game starts at 10 a.m. on Sunday. Tune in to potentially watch history. And the Portland Trail Blazers look to pick up their first win of the season tonight against the Sacramento Kings. Portland lost 108-100 to the Denver Nuggets on opening night. Damian Lillard scored 32 points with 8 assists, and Hassan Whiteside picked up 16 points and 19 rebounds in his Blazer debut. Nikola Jokic was too much to handle, however. Denver's big man picked up a 20-point, 13-rebound double-double. The game tips off at 7 p.m. The Seattle Sounders will play LAFC in the Western Conference Finals. LAFC vanquished the LA Galaxy 5-3 last night behind a pair of first-half goals by Carlos Vela. Seattle played LAFC twice this season, losing 4-1 on April 21st and drawing 1-1 on April 28th. The game kicks off Tuesday at 7 p.m. with a berth in the MLS Cup Finals on the line.
Thank you, Celeste. More winter weather on the way?
Well, I sure hope so. We'll find out after the break as Gunnar Peterson has this weekend's forecast next.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Gunnar Peterson is over at the Weather Center. Gunnar, what kind of weather are we expecting this weekend?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Well, we woke up today and saw a lot of sunshine. Let's take a look at some of the temperatures going on. So it's going to be fairly nice today with a high of 64 and a low of 35 degrees. It's going to be partly cloudy, possibly some precipitation in the afternoon. We'll talk a little bit about that later. Sunrise today was at 7:20 a.m. Well, as you can see here about that precipitation, we see some around the Seattle area and Kent. In like Wenatchee, we do see a lot of rainfall going on there. And then just on the east side of the state, you see right there coming down by Pullman, just this green precipitation cloud coming down barely hits Pullman right there. So Spokane may see some showers, but it's mostly going to be northern Idaho. Unlikely Pullman's going to see some showers, but let's move on to tomorrow's forecast. So for tomorrow, we are going to see a high of 46 degrees and a low of 27. Again, partly cloudy, but it is going to clear up a little bit. We're going to see some sun breaks through the clouds for the next week, actually. For the next 5 days, it's going to be fairly nice. But that 46 degrees, if you take a look at that, today's high is 64, and then tomorrow's is going to be 46. That's nearly a 20-degree difference, so we are starting to get a little cooler temperatures in Pullman. Then, of course, that low of 27 below freezing. Sunset tomorrow is going to be at 5:42 p.m. As we get closer to winter, just the days keep getting shorter. So let's take a look at the state map, see what everyone else is up to. So in Olympia, we're seeing that a high of 58 and a low of 38. Seattle, a little bit, we had some showers there, as you saw with that radar map, and then a low of 41. Yakima and Tri-Cities actually having a pretty good day today. 69 degrees as their high, and then a low of 39, and then 75 actually in Tri-Cities, and then that low of 41. And then, of course, Spokane and Pullman hanging out in the mid-60 range, and then that mid-30 range as well. So moving on to that 5-day forecast. On tomorrow, on Saturday, we have partly cloudy skies. We're going to see a high of 46 like we discussed, and a low of 27. And actually a little bit south in Eugene, where the Cougs are going to be playing at the University of Oregon, we're going to be seeing about a temperature of 35 degrees when kickoff happens. So let's hope the Cougs can hold on to the ball as the temperatures start getting towards that freezing range. Going on to Sunday and Monday through Tuesday and Wednesday, we are seeing a lot more sun happening. It's going to be actually sunny the rest of the week, but those sun breaks, don't let it fool you, because it's still going to, as we can see, we see like mid-40s, low 20s. It's going to be still pretty chilly. So that's the rest of the week's weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Pullman's newest school unveiled a unique piece of art. Kevin Gonzalez has more on what makes this art unique.
Kamiak Elementary, a new school here in Pullman, has unveiled a new art mural that will both usher in the new school and help start the community.
You know, I'm a firm believer that art really builds community. And so I think when the kids saw how much time was invested in the project, they definitely appreciated the work that was out here. They just found it as a really inspirational piece.
The mural is made by WSU students who use a special paint to make it go beyond art.
This special paint actually changes colors with the temperature. So when it's a little bit warmer outside, kids can take a bucket with ice water in it, throw it against the wall, and these colors will change.
To me, it's a fine art project. It's also educational, or you can think of it as a sort of a science demonstration. It's also fine art.
Thanks to the combination of these two subjects, the school believes that the mural will provide a valuable learning asset to the students.
For me, it really lends itself to being a teaching tool. You have the art side of things, you have the integration with the chemistry, and so, yeah, with any kind of paint that's going to change color with temperature and light, I mean, there's teachable moments when you're talking about it.
The school hopes that this mural is just the start of a relationship between themselves and WSU. Kevin Gonzalez, Murrow News 8.
WSU's Eggert Family Organic Farm holds the annual Fall Harvest Festival that is organized by students in WSU's Organic Agriculture major. Murrow News 8 has more.
WSU Organic Agriculture Club hosts its 5th Fall Harvest Festival at WSU Eggert Family Organic Farm.
It's a fundraiser for the farm. It's our biggest one-day sale. All the proceeds from the sale support the operation of the farm as well as the Organic Agriculture Club.
Farmer manager and instructor Brad Jacob says every year he has students organize the event as part of his fall class.
It's a great experience for them to learn event organization and how that works on a big scale.
We, as students that help, we want to be here. We choose the majors that we have, and we want to work on the farm and communicate with people and educate them about farming and organic farming.
Now I'm at the festival. I just pick up my own pumpkin, and you can pick your own pumpkin by pounds, by price, by ships, or by different colors.
So people come to the farm and they're really excited about picking out their pumpkins. The kids get really excited about which pumpkins they're going to carve or paint. We have pumpkin pie that's made by a bakery on campus for us, and we donate the pumpkins, they donate the pie. The produce stand inside has the rest of our fall produce. It beets, onions, garlic, potatoes, all that. It's just a really fun event. We want everybody to come out and have fun and experience fall.
When we come back, find out how the state of Washington is planning to help sexual assault victims.
That story when we return.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Washington State has received $2.5 million to fund the Sexual Assault Kit Initiative. According to the Attorney General's office, these kits are used to acquire evidence of sexual assault from survivors. They say the money will fund a new effort to add DNA profiles of thousands of convicted offenders across Washington. They say the office will use the remaining $1.5 million to test backlogged kits, train law enforcement, and hire more personnel to support the team behind the initiative. Orton's Haunted Hall is back for Hallow Week at WSU. This year, the theme is It and All Their Friends. Participants will be put into groups and taken to the 12th floor of the Orton Hall and lead Georgie away from Pennywise's lair. In his lair, you will see many familiar faces from across the horror movie genre. The haunting of Orton takes place tonight and tomorrow night. The cost to get in is $1 and non-perishable food item, The food will be donated to Rosario's Place, the food bank at WSU's Women's Center.
It was a festival for the people. Murrow News 8's Carmen Ditto shows us the event where the music, the mood, and the meal tried to take students back in time.
Once upon a time, which happened to be Thursday night, students came to Southside Dining Hall for a medieval twist on dinner. In a meal fit for King Arthur, Southside diners had a number of options, including beef stew, turkey legs, pork belly, and more. Southside General Manager Eddie Aguilar says that this is the first time the dining hall has held a themed event of this caliber.
I just wanted something fun, festive, something that will bring out the child in everyone a little bit, a little smile, get a chance to dress up a little bit. Well, I'm Robin Hood. So again, festival for the people, I made it possible for all the residents of Southside and more to come and enjoy the wonderful bounty of our fantastic chefs.
Dinner was complete with a table full of bread and choice cheeses for diners to enjoy on the side.
Wow, would you look at this? It has been meat and cheese galore down here at Southside Dining Hall, and I'm not the only one enjoying the medieval theme. So good.
I think it's pretty cool. I really like the idea of everything, and it's like things that I've never really seen before. This is like really good food. It's also a really good price, so I think that's also an incentive to get it, but also it just looks way better than, you know, fast food.
Students can enjoy another themed meal in Northside Dining Hall next week. In Pullman, I'm Carmen Ditto.
Big things are coming for the WSU baseball team.
Find out more about the team's big project coming up next when Murrow News 8 returns.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Washington State University officially broke ground for the new baseball complex. Tomorrow will mark 1 week since the start of the project called Back to Omaha. The project will be cost about $10 million, but a large portion of that money is coming from a single private donor. The project's construction will go throughout the year 2020, but will finish before the 2021 Wazoo baseball season.
According to Moscow Pullman Daily News, a variety of Halloween events are scheduled on the region. In Pullman, a planetarium show, Haunted Skies, is set for 7 p.m. Friday and 5 p.m. Sunday at WSU's Planetarium, Sloan Hall, room 231. That's where it's going to be. In Moscow, Rocky Horror Picture Show will show at 9 p.m. and 11:59 p.m. Today and Saturday at the Ken Wordby Performing Arts Center, 508 South Main Street. Humane Society of the Palouse and Moscow Ale House will host a Howl-O-Ween event from 2 to 6 p.m. Sunday at the Latah County Fairgrounds and Event Center, 1021 Harold Street, Moscow. So, do any of those events sound interesting to you guys?
Oh, there's a variety of events. I've never been a really big Halloween person, but there's a lot of options for people that are into celebrating Halloween. Celeste, how about you?
I will agree. I'm personally a bit of a scaredy cat, so I kind of stay clear of those events, but I respect and appreciate the people that do attend.
No, I'm definitely going to check out the Orton Hall Haunted House. That sounds really cool. I didn't even know they had a haunted house on campus.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's only $1. Bring a can of food.
Absolutely.
I mean, why not?
It goes towards a good cause.
Why not test it out? I love Halloween. It's like one of my favorite holidays.
Sounds like a great plan to support a good cause.
All right, well, thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to watch our live newscasts at nwpb.org/mn8 and on Cable 8 at 7 and 10.
Don't forget, you can also follow Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter.
Have a good night.